Let's go behind the scenes right now over at the White House through official photographs of the Obama presidency that have just been released today. Some show glimpses of history we haven't seen before. Joining us now is the former White House aide, Jen Psaki, most recently a spokeswoman for the Obama re-election campaign. Jen, thanks very much for coming. I love these pictures that Pete Souza, Chuck Kennedy took. This is one in the White House, December 28, 2012. Returning early from Christmas vacation, the president met with his top leadership to discuss the fiscal cliff.
Well, the body language tells you everything you need to know about this photo. You can imagine the president saying something like, on one hand, we could do this, or on the other hand, we could do that. Now, if only there were thought bubbles, we would know where they would prefer to be than in this room.
You see the Republican leadership over there on the couch.
That's right.
The Democratic leadership on the other side,
and
the vice
apples
president.
in the middle, always in the Oval Office.
Yeah,
is the bowl of
I love the
apples.
Oval Office. All right, take a look at the next picture. We'll put it up, show it to our viewers. The president reacts as John Brennan, his counterterrorism advisor, briefs him on details of the shooting at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. The president later said when he went there, that was the worst day of his presidency.
Right, he did say that, and it clearly impacted him so terribly. I remember one of the days on the campaign where he was the most downtrodden was the day of the Aurora shooting. What I love about this photo is that the rug he's standing on has famous quotes that he loves, and one of them he uses often, which is the Martin Luther King quote, "The arc of moral justice is long, but it bends towards justice," and that's certainly applicable in this case.
And he went up to Newtown. I was there myself a couple days later, and he delivered a powerful speech. He also met with some kids there. Let's put it up and show it to our viewers. There, he's pretty happy there. This is a great picture that Pete Souza took.
It is. You know, the traveling staff used to say he was a baby whisperer because he was drawn to babies and rope lines and backstage and behind the scenes. And this was clearly such a great moment in an otherwise sorrow-filled day. And I know some of the siblings of one of the young girls who lost her life are in this photo as well.
Yeah, such a nice picture. Let's go to the next picture, a very different picture. October 2nd, 2012, the president rehearsing debate preparation. You see Ron Klain behind the desk. He was helping the president, former chief of staff for the vice president, the president sitting there. You were involved in the campaign.
Yes.
John Kerry played Mitt Romney.
He did almost too well to the point where he got under the president's skin because he played him so well.
Did you ever watch any of those rehearsals?
I didn't. I tried to stay out of the fray of that. But this is the day before the infamous first debate, if we can call it that at this point. You have Ron Klain, who ran debate prep there. Senator Kerry. Clearly, they just ended a mock debate session here, and they're kind of going through what happened, what to work on, some fine points before the debate.
Here's November 6th. 2012 happens to be Election Day. The president is waiting for a concession call from the governor, Mitt Romney.
So this is a moment...
By the way, take a look and see what channel they're watching over there.
Well, clearly, we'd like to fix it sometimes.
We're watching
for you.
CNN. Okay, that's very important. But go ahead.
So clearly, in this photo, they're fine-tuning. Now, we all thought, including CNN, I think, that the race was going to be called much later. So they had a much shorter timeline to
This is his speechwriter in the middle there.
That's John Favreau, his director of speechwriting for many years back to the Senate. David Axelrod, his senior advisor. You see the remnants on John Favreau there of the beard that many of the campaign staff grew. Now, in the neighboring room is all of his friends and family and close campaign aides celebrating. So they're really trying hard to concentrate and make sure they really capture the moment.
Here's the next one. You see the president. He's obviously happy on Election Day with his wife.
Yeah, he is, you know, so happy. There was just elation in that room. There was crying, there was hugging, there was screaming. You see Valerie Jarrett there. I think that might be Craig Robinson, the First Lady's brother in the back. This was really a warm room. People they felt very comfortable with who'd been part of the journey from the beginning.
All right, let's take another picture. Very different picture over here. June 28th, 2012. Look at this. The president is over at the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, and he's actually praying with a wounded warrior.
Yeah, these are moments that the president really rarely speaks about. You know, he enjoys going to Walter Reed. He enjoys talking to the soldiers' families. There aren't media allowed in, so this was a White House photo that was released, I'm sure, with the agreement of this family. And he's very much touched by these moments. He keeps them with him when he's making decisions about global policy.
It's a nice picture, very good pictures. I want to thank the White House photographers for those excellent pictures.
Yeah, they're great.
Jen Psaki, thanks for coming in and sharing with us your thoughts.
My pleasure.
Earth is poised for a close encounter, get this, with an asteroid. Up next, will there be any threat to the United States when we're closer to the asteroid than we are to the moon? And at the top of the hour, it's the first day of a new session of Congress. The House Speaker, John Boehner, already facing some pushback from his own party.